legends. Crypto market, the most exciting market there is out there. How is everybody doing today? Let's try and detect the next altcoins that could get that pumpy action of 10, 20, 30% maybe in the next 24 to 48 hours. We are here to search for the next pumpy action, baby. How is everybody doing? Make sure to absolutely destroy that like button on your way in, guys, right away on your way in. Smash it up, share some love. We are here to do some technical analysis, take a look at good projects potentially for the long-term investment. I think we're going to do a little bit of small cap altcoin hunting, guys. I got a couple of altcoins that I personally have invested. Don't worry, they haven't pumped just yet too much, but I think they can bring some huge, massive gains in the next bull run. And yes, I usually talk about the safe bets, the ones that can do a 5, 10x easily, very realistic. But let's go through those very dangerous but very high probability that could bring us some of those 50x to 100x gains, guys. We'll be doing a little bit of that hunting today on this live stream, so make sure to smash up that like button, subscribe to the channel if you want some more crypto updates in the near future. We're only spotting the potential good projects, but also mainly focusing on technical analysis, trying to see where's the higher probability zones where we could bounce, where we could reject. We're going to start off with a little bit of Bitcoin technical analysis. We did not maintain this level here where we had a daily, we had a little bit of a drop. I got stopped out on a long position, had very good risk management here beneath this low, but overall recognized that we had a swing failure pattern from this low, value area low. We were still maintaining higher lows right there, jumped in a very aggressive long position as we managed to get above this low here, maintaining value area low. So really good, nice long setup here. This was traded on MEXC, guys. Okay, still have a very tiny swing long position on Bybit just in case we go to $45,000 in the coming days, but it's not looking too great. Okay, it's not looking too great. Very sideways momentum. Yes, we are still forming higher lows, but I am cautious. I know that that dip of several $1,000s on Bitcoin is going to come at some point. It is going to happen, guys. We just need to be ready to take that little hit. And if we are in some altcoin positions, we need to be very, very defensive. And that is all, okay? Be defensive, don't be greedy, take some profits, and also leave some open and be defensive with your trading capital. We know that 80, 90% of traders out there lose money long term. It is fun to make money short term. I made huge gains today. You need to maintain those gains. And here we are to talk about risk management as always, guys. Be defensive. Be happy with a 5% profit of your capital. Make sure to maintain those stop losses in between 1-2% of your capital. Don't lose more than 10%, 20% in one day, guys. A lot of people do so, and I can see it. I can see it, especially from the people that are logging in through links or getting into these trading competitions. A lot of them do get wrecked, guys. Don't do that. Don't do that. Manage your risk. We're here to make slow, consistent gains here in the long run, right? So let me just go right away through the comment section, say hello to the community. We got Matic, baby. Matic, since we talked about Matic here on the live stream, we were ready for that breakout. Everything was pointing out. We had high probability that this was going to squeeze out from this resistance of this symmetrical triangle. Everything was pointing out bullish, bullish, bullish. Matic lagging behind from the L2 solutions, and we are likely going to get that breakout very, very soon. It's going to happen in a matter of hours or maybe a few days. Well, less than 24 hours after the stream, we got that breakout here on Matic. We had many bullish signs, this huge, massive, multi-monthly Adam and Eve double bottom scenario into that symmetrical squeeze triangle. It was just highly likely that this was just going to pop out. So really nice. It did get over a 20% pump since the stream yesterday. And today we are here to take a look at some other altcoins, guys, that probably can get some significant rallies in the coming days. Do we want to know about those altcoins? You need to do one thing, obviously, smash up that like button, subscribe to the channel for more daily updates here on these live streams, trying to detect those pumpy actions just like Polygon Matic, just like Metis. Oh my goodness, Metis DAO. Oh my goodness. I did take profits yesterday, guys. It did pump a little bit more, but come on. Made over a 5x here on this crypto during the last 5 weeks, and Metis just got a really nice rally here. You know, when you go parabolic like this, it's just time. When you've been buying here for such a long time, you know, one of my top altcoin picks here, all right, it was almost 5% of my entire crypto portfolio. So I've really made huge amount of gains thanks to this cryptocurrency. Other ones are lagging behind, but I do think they do have a bright future, such as Unibright, such as Saito, some major other ones in the portfolio. They're not doing much, but they'll take off at some point. So anyway, let's go right away here through the comment section, and just in a few minutes we'll be doing some Bitcoin technical analysis here, talking about this range, where we at the moment. Are we going to continue to higher levels? Is it ready to get a big, massive dump? I don't like this chart, guys. Even though if we do claim those highs, it ain't looking very impulsive. There's one sign here that is bad, and that is gonna give us a high probability dump, very likely beneath $40,000. There's just one sign, guys, and that is this red candlestick right over here. This is what broke the entire momentum from this uptrend. High volume. Do you know what this means? This is potentially not only millions but billions of dollars dumping the market. You need billions of dollars to dump Bitcoin from 44 million down to 40 million. This is a $4,000 drop. You need a lot of money to push the price of Bitcoin down like this. And I can only say that this is likely smart money dumping their Bitcoin. This is people, big money that has got into Bitcoin at early stages, has made 50% or 100% gains this year, and they're happy. People, when you do put $50 million and you've made 100, you made 50 million, right? People want to get out. They are happy with the extra $50 million, right? Who wouldn't? So for us, 2x, right? If you're putting $1,000 or $10,000, right? You're turning 1,000 to 2,000. It's like, you know, I ain't gonna dump my Bitcoin. I'm gonna hold it for the long run, right? Or if you got 10,000, you turn it to $20,000. It's like, you know, it ain't life-changing gains. I want to hold on, but smart money, this is what they do. You know, they've got millions, and if you double, you know, 50 million to 100 or 100 to 200 million, yeah, they're happy to take those profits, right? So it's just something to realize here, okay, on the higher time frames. You know, this is big money dumping at this level, okay? Just something to take into consideration. And now price action is in a very, very complex corrective zone. We'll be going through some levels. Of course, we can take advantage on the lower time frames for, you know, some major levels. Then we go through some altcoins. First of all, let's say hello to the community. Hello, Dusty. Check out INTR. It's a dot parachain that allows interoperability for Bitcoin and Polkadot. Absolutely wonderful. I will do, please remind me later on, because I'm not going to check out the altcoins just yet. I'm going to talk about technical analysis. I will be also talking about, you know, a few altcoins that I do see potential, just like Polygon Matic, that got that really nice breakout. I mean, I would hold on into this long position protected. I would hold on. I do think that this has more upside potential. Okay, at least to $1.20. That is going to be a crucial zone right there. We've got a lower high right there. It is the 618 Fibonacci. 618 always is, you know, a little bit of a disturbing level. It always usually gets a, you know, bit of a pullback. So, you know, that's around about the $1.20 zone. Okay. So I do see another push here of easily about 10-15% on Matic, probably in the next, you know, 24 hours, 48 hours. You know, give it a take, give it a bit of room, let it get a little bit of a pullback. Obviously, this is if Bitcoin behaves. We need Bitcoin to behave. If Bitcoin starts, you know, rolling down from here, then obviously we can say goodbye to those altcoin pumps, right? We just know it's going to happen. It happens, all right? They might get a big pullback, but overall, they might pull back to some certain good levels. Anyway, enough talking right now. Let's go continue through the comment section. Smash up the like button. Cryptic Sniper, how you doing, my man? Thanks for joining the stream. Light, says Betty. Thank you very much for the insane support. Gert, let's go. The future is now $45,000 Bitcoin today. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to reach today, but we got a projection. It is likely to hit that level in the coming weeks, whether that is, you know, getting that pullback first and then moving to the upside, or move to the upside in the coming days here with this, you know, pumpy action that we've had since yesterday, getting that beautiful bounce at value area low of the trading range, creating that swing failure pattern from this low over here. Absolutely beautiful. This was actually holding kind of the 618 from this pivot low to the pivot high, you know, 618, beautiful, a lot of confluence at that low. You got higher low support. Bang, you get that $1,000 pump. Absolutely worth to get into a long position. Now, Elete, how are you doing? Andy, do you like index potential? Index, we can take a look at that later on. Matic is on the rise. Yes, sir, it is. Matic is on the rise. One of the altcoins that we mentioned on yesterday's stream, already exploding 20%. You know, you're using a 5x leverage already, you're up 100% in your position. Let's take a look at good morning. Let's take a look at here. Frank, how are you doing? Thanks for joining. Legends, Kevin, Aditya, thanks for joining. Father Time, thanks for joining the stream. I got my moderators here giving fire. Smash the like button on your way in, says Aditya. Absolutely. Yeah, Polygon Matic, guys. You know, we talked about that level here yesterday. Got into a long position on Bybit. This is a small swing long. I think it has potential to go to $1.50, $1.60. You know, that would be a pretty nice profits if we were to get all the way up there. I think they're going to maintain that position because Polygon Matic, you know, has had a significant rise. Remember, Bybit, my #1 crypto trading platform. This has to be the most legit crypto trading platform that there is out there. There are many other ones, but you cannot compare to Bybit. They are extremely transparent with their funds. They have over a 5-year track record. They're just absolutely incredible. They're the ones that I use. Of course, there's alternatives with no KYC and the rest of it, which is MEXC, for example. If you cannot use Bybit, I would suggest MEXC or BingX. You've got great bonuses with the links down below. Bybit for me, #1. You do support the channel with that link. You are trading on one of the best crypto trading platforms out there, Bybit, okay? So anyway, thank you very much for the support. Let's try and detect those next major altcoins that can bring us some gains, guys, here during the next coming days. So let's continue with the comment section. Then we're going to do a little bit of TA, okay? Link is pumping. Woo! Let's go, baby. Link is pumping. Bring it on. There are some Oracle tokens that I want to talk about, okay? That I know Chainlink can do a 5x or maybe a 10x in the bull run, okay? It's like my safe bet. I have huge amount of Chainlink and it's the safe bet, right? You know, with a 5x, my goodness, I will be very, very happy with a 5x with Chainlink just on its own. But there are some altcoins, guys, that are a little bit more risky, but they have much more upside potential. And we're talking about 20, 30, 50x. One of them is an Oracle, just like Chainlink, okay? So there is room for other Oracles, okay? And this one is a very, very interesting project. We'll go through that in just 1 second, but let's continue right away. Mark Dirch, how are you doing? Thank you very much for joining, my man. Thank you very, very much. BCH, please, Andy. Yeah, Bitcoin Cash seems like it's getting a little bit of a pumpy action here. What's happening with Bitcoin Cash? We are getting squeezed out from a huge symmetrical triangle that we talked about here on the latest live streams, getting very, very squeezed. It looks like that Bitcoin Cash wants to get the rally. It got to the very, very end right now. Is this a successful breakout? When Bitcoin Cash goes, it goes. It lags behind Bitcoin, not only weeks, even months. The rally created in the summer of this year of Bitcoin Cash from the lows in a matter of only 2 weeks was a rally of over 200%. Hey, why isn't Bitcoin Cash pumping? Why is it lagging behind? Well, it suddenly gets those pumps after a while. When everybody forgets about Bitcoin Cash, it will get the rally. It is in a very interesting situation at the moment. This could be easily a running flat where you have an ABC very shallow into a symmetrical triangle, and it's going to start breaking through, possibly giving us that pump. It is already breaking out today, at least to those highs. Can we test those highs? It might even go higher. Very, very speculative at the moment. Of course, Bitcoin Cash hasn't been following the pumps of Bitcoin, as good. But I can tell you already, if Bitcoin drops $3,000-$4,000 going to the, below 40K levels, I am sorry, Bitcoin Cash will not go against Bitcoin. If Bitcoin does this, Bitcoin Cash ain't going to do this. That is something that we need to be ready for. Of course, it might just rally and pump 50, 60% here in the next 1 to 2 days before Bitcoin does anything, okay? So there are safe ways in doing this. Just manage your risk very well, low leverage, stop losses beneath the last higher lows right there. Could you get wicked out and then go up? Maybe yes, but this is why we manage risk. If I can risk 1% here to gain 3%, then bring it on. I will be willing to speculate on that. Okay, so really not much to say here on Bitcoin Cash. It is getting a huge, massive resistance here at this just basic support level created here in Q1 of 2022, right? It managed to came to this support, flipping into resistance, getting that rejection. However, this pump is very, very explosive, and this is very, very corrective. This tells me only one thing. We are likely to have another attempt here to break out from this range. Very, very much possible, okay? So be prepared. This is very much, in a nice uptrend here from this corrective move. It probably is going to have some steam here. We are seeing some volume signs picking up. Of course, we want to be aware of these situations. This could happen. It does look pretty good. It looks pretty good. It has a chance here. It has a chance to get the pumpy action, okay? Bitcoin Cash, I would arguably discuss it as one of them that could start taking off here in the next couple of days. It is at the moment to do so. Let's take a look. Ethereum. Yes, we are going to take a look. Yo, greetings, Andy, Michuana, how are you doing? Thanks for joining. Tito Gaines, Black Richard, Lionel. How is everybody doing? Ethereum pumping, baby. Yes, it is. Everybody is Katana Inu. Yeah, we'll take a look at that afterwards. Not now. Anyway, Zilliqa, can you take a look at? Thanks, buddy. Yes, Zilliqa also. Zilliqa, don't worry. Zilliqa will explode at some point, okay? Don't worry about that. Ethereum, please. Everybody's now with Ethereum. People are forgetting about Ethereum. What is going on with Ethereum? Too much people are distracted with the other L1 blockchain projects, Solana, Avalanche. Ethereum is dead. Ethereum has 10 times more than, in their ecosystem, 10 times more projects than Solana, 20 times more than ADA. It's huge. Ethereum ain't going nowhere. And I will explain with this chart how we are already inside of the buying zone for Ethereum. Ethereum will be outperforming Bitcoin in the next coming months. Yes, you heard that right. Ethereum will outperform Bitcoin at some stage in the next coming months, if not so weeks. Why? Why do I think so? Could we have a little bit of more downside? Well, let me just explain this simple chart, which is the Ethereum Bitcoin chart, guys. And this is what you need to know as a chart analyst to understand why isn't Ethereum pumping as much as Bitcoin? What's going on? Don't worry, it is the time for Ethereum in the next coming months. Let's go right away through what happened in the past, what is happening now. come on, Ethereum will pass all-time high and will go to $10,000, $15,000 potentially in the next bull run, right? 6 to 18 months. It's going to happen. I think it's a good, safe bet, right? Yes, it won't do a 20x, but you're looking for that easy 5x, potentially from current price levels. 10k Ethereum, yeah, very much likely. So let's understand what happened in the previous cycles. What happened, is this, this is impulsive. I'm just going to explain here to you guys how Ethereum is a very much greater bet right now, currently, than Bitcoin, okay? You're going to make more gains with Ethereum than Bitcoin. That is obviously, we know that, right? We do know that. So let me just understand, okay? Let me make you understand that Ethereum is on the verge of explosion against Bitcoin. And for that, we need to understand that it is in a very corrective move. We created a high here back in December of 2021. It's already created that multi-monthly 2 years of corrective structure after coming from a major impulsive move back in 2020 to 2021. Okay? This is very, very corrective. Let me just make you understand how it moves in 3 waves down, okay? A corrective structure moves in 3 waves to the downside in an ABC or WXY, you name it. And what happened here, right? There's no more data before 2015, okay? Because obviously, Ethereum was created back in 2014, right? If I'm not mistaken, 2014, I think it was, yeah. So what we do have here from the previous cycle, just to make you understand, we'll go through some altcoins here. You had a major rally here, in the middle of kind of the bear market, right? You get a kind of middle bear market rally, right? Just like we did right over here. Okay, we'll explain here the situation, but just bear market, the beginning stages of a major bull run. In the beginning stages of a major bull run, you do get a significant pump, okay? So we see here this back, we know that the peak stages of the bull run was back in December, okay, of 2017, right? That was when everything was peaking out, right? Bitcoin, many other altcoins. Just before the bull run, the year before the bull run, right, back in 2017, we're talking about 2016 right over here. What we did have, okay, was a major rally and creating a 3-wave structure to the downside. We can see here kind of an ABC structure, right? You got a peak right there, you got a 1, 2, 3 down here, and then rally, okay? This was really just before the beginning stages of that major bull rally, okay? This is what happened back in 2017. Of course, in 2017, you got into a huge major ABC corrective move right there, as you can see. A big rejection, a big pump, and then back down to claim those lows from the A wave. That is the moment you want to be excited with Ethereum, because then you get that massive rally, okay, into the next bull run. Now, of course, it didn't outperform as good, okay, than on the previous cycle. So will this cycle be different? How much pumpy action will we manage to break the highs here from 2021 on Ethereum? That is a big question, of course, but no doubt it will have its rally. It will outperform Bitcoin at some stage. Whether it goes higher or not, there will be a few months, okay, where Ethereum outperforms Bitcoin. And we're very, very close to those few months. So we can see here the rally back in 2021, 2020, 2021, very impulsive structure right there, as you can see. And right now, what is happening, that bear market situation, okay, entering into 2022, part of 2023, and we can see here this 3-wave structure. This is basically where you are. I personally think that we could have one more leg down to test beneath the first wave down. That's what usually has happened on the previous cycle. That's what you want here with, basically ABC structures. Could it be kind of a running flat situation where you don't claim A? This is already the bottom, double bottom right there. Maybe yes. It's already entering that green box zone that we talked about. This is where you want to flip some of your Bitcoin into Ethereum. Now, we're just kind of double bottoming out. Ethereum against Bitcoin is getting a bit of pumpy action right now, but we are very, very much in a big downtrend since, you know, the summer of 2022. Maybe this is just one small little pump. We're going to come straight back down. But the moment where it's going to be interesting, which is already interesting already, is this zone over here. Once you have this three-wave structure ending as an ABC beneath the level, it's just, you know, you are looking for that rally. Maybe it's not going to be that explosive, but you are looking for a potential explosive move here on Ethereum against Bitcoin. Okay. And that is just a fact. It is just a fact here. So yeah, Ethereum's looking pretty good. We'll be taking a look at some Ethereum technical analysis, but let's take a look at some altcoins. Let's take a look at some altcoins, guys, because we are excited. We are excited with altcoins. We have Polygon Matic that has been absolutely crazy. Really nice pump of 20% just yesterday since we talked about it on the stream. Oh my goodness, Bitcoin, pumpy action, pumpy action. Here we go, Bitcoin, here we go. We've got some really nice pumpy action on Bitcoin. Looks like that we are going to go to above 43,300. Now, let me just explain a bit of technical analysis before we go through some altcoins, guys. Give a bit of time here, because we need to do some altcoin, Bitcoin analysis, sorry. And this was a trading setup that we mentioned here in the Legends trading community. Okay, of course we are talking about Bitcoin as well. This is where I concentrate. 80-90% of my crypto trading is on Bitcoin, because I know how Bitcoin moves. I was very much aware of this situation here on Bitcoin, coming to retrace down to the 382 50% Fibonacci from this pivot low to the pivot high, because I was looking for a 5-wave move here to the upside, because you know, this does look very impulsive and this looks very corrective. Now, this is a situation that we talked about in the Legends trading community just today, a few hours off after the live stream. Hey, we're looking for this 382 50%, the $42,800 range to hold to get that pump back to 43,300, 280, give or take, right? We're looking for this level to maintain as support. There's many factors because of this trade. Well, basically, we are looking here for the previous day value area high and point of control to maintain as support. My goodness, look at this high volume node, a proven level of resistance right there just yesterday. This was a proven level of resistance. It is proven. You can see it on the chart. So we see it on the chart. We realize how we have broken out here, not with huge amount of volume, but it was enough, much more volume here from, you know, the last, 10 hours. We had a pretty significant breakout. Of course, when you break out from a significant level right over here, what you can speculate on is, hey, point of control from yesterday, value area high from yesterday. Hey, it's a little bit risky. This might just be a 3 corrective wave and then we're going to come down, because we are coming from a downtrend yesterday. So, the last couple of days, there was some risk to it. However, it's enough to place stop loss here beneath these lows, create an internal double bottom swing failure pattern. This is our favorite. This is where we are getting in, baby. This is where we are getting in. Okay. So very, very nice, holding very, very nicely. And it's just a setup that I wanted to talk about, something that was mentioned today, not on YouTube, obviously, in the Legends trading community, where I do post, analysis, possible setups, levels that I'm interested in to take some trading setups. And yeah, there it is. We're getting that really nice rise. If you could say, hey, I'm going to lock profits here, I'm not sure if the high is going to be taken. Well, you can do so if you wish. Now, let's talk about some altcoins, okay? Because Bitcoin, yeah, we might break the highs, we might create a double top right there in a 5-wave structure, right? It might fail to do so. If we do fail to break above this high and start rejecting beneath it, then yeah, it might be a double top scenario. Anyway, we'll go through that in just a few minutes. We are interested in some altcoins. Which are the altcoins? Nice bullish CVD on BTC as well, says the Vault. Yes, Devolt also is a coach in the Legends community. He provides great information, technical analysis, possible setups, directions, pure education. He is right there. He's a moderator here as well, but he's a coach in the Legends community. And it seems like we have had some very interesting bullish CVD divergence. Hey, we are claiming those highs already on some other exchanges. We are getting here the price action creating higher lows, and oh my goodness, a lot of selling pressure right there being absorbed from big buyers, right? Bang, 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 pushing the price to the upside to claim that $43,300. Beautiful, beautiful. We like trading. It's lagging behind a bit on Bitcoin. On this chart, we already claimed those highs. So possibly on Coinbase, on Binance, maybe already hitting those highs. I would expect that high to be taken as we are very, very close from it. Now, let's take a look at some altcoins, guys, right away, because yes, maybe 1 inch. Yeah, baby. How about Ethereum, Andy? Yeah, with Tezos. Yeah, we can take a look at them. Moonboy, how are you doing, my man? Andy's showing those guns. Yes, sir. Moon Boot Boy. Seb, thank you very much. Possible head short here, says Father Time. Yeah, if you're in that long position, I would say, if you want to take some profits, take those profits. I think this high, we're very close to hitting that high. The bullish CVD divergence here high was this one, so that's been claimed. Yeah, if you did long here from 42,850, you could arguably discuss, yeah, it's good to take a bit of profits right there. I do think that we have a high probability in that high to be taken, right? Maybe breakthrough at this current moment. Let's go right away and talk about some altcoins. I know, guys. I am sorry. We're talking about, yes, come on, stop talking. Talk about those altcoins. Please, do it now. Let's do it right away. So altcoin number one that I do see here with high potential is SNX. Oh my goodness. DeFi. What's going on with DeFi? We're going to have that rally on DeFi sooner rather than later. Decentralized finance. Do you know what this has been forming during the last 18 months? Not only 12 months. My goodness, this is over a year. This is a huge macro double bottom Adam and Eve, and this could go absolutely bananas in the next coming days and weeks. It can do that. You're looking for the double bottom Adam and Eve situation here. It is looking, my goodness, we are at the highs from August of 2022. You can see that formation, big drop here back in May 2022, jumping up here to August of 2022, then a big, massive round formation price action, gigantic cup and handle, double bottom scenario here on SNX. Today it is pumping quite nicely. It got a big rejection overall here, just here on the second week of December, hitting that resistance zone from the highs of August of 2022. My goodness. We're talking about a resistance zone here from, 16 months ago. Big rejection. Overall, still in a very strong uptrend, still in a very strong consolidation. This could absolutely explode. We are already pumping today very, very nicely. This is going to be a little bit difficult because will it explode from this moment? We want to try and long those retracements. We don't want to FOMO into a pump. So it's going to be a little bit complex here to get into a successful trading setup. Could you arguably discuss that from this pivot high to this lower high already, we have formed some kind of dodgy symmetrical triangle? Yeah, it's not the most beautiful one, but overall it has been creating those lower highs, higher lows, and this is breaking out right now. Can volume start kicking in right now? Possibly, yes. It's not my favorite looking one at the moment, but let me tell you, altcoins are popping A lot of cryptos are exploding. This one has had a significant rally during the last few weeks, no doubt about it. You know, it's already done a 2x, but those X's are still very likely going to continue. So we got a big gap here in between $4.50 and $8. There's really not much here of resistance. When you do take a look at this massive price action, this is a massive accumulation stage. It's just a gigantic accumulation stage right over here on SNX, and it's flirting with that resistance zone here from the summer of 2022. It is flirting with that neckline of the double bottom into a major consolidation in December. Take it with a grain of salt here. Obviously, we need Bitcoin being a good boy. Bitcoin needs to behave if we want these altcoins to continue popping. And this one does look relatively nice. It is just kind of starting off here, this major pump. Okay, today, already pumping, only today, over 15%. So will it have enough steam? Okay, this is the kind of one that you wake up and, you know, next day in the morning, hey, this one did a 60% pump. What the hell? What's going on? Well, it's kind of just ready, right? It's ready. Just like Matic was ready yesterday. Well, SNX seems very much ready today. It's already getting that momentum, right? So let's take a look at some other altcoins. SNX, huge DeFi project, okay? Huge DeFi project. We are going to take a look. I would be interested on your thoughts on Coty, Andy. Yeah, okay, we'll go through that right away. Andy, how come you have not done ETCTA? Also, it has a potential for the next bull run. Yeah, ETC, Ethereum Classic, we'll go through that. SNX, you said. Yes, sir, that is SNX. Looks very, 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 very powerful for a potential significant move here. It looks pretty good. Pretty good for a significant breakout. Will it be today? Will it be tomorrow? Well, yesterday we were kind of not lucky. It was kind of ready to break out here on Matic. DeFi, baby. We got Chainlink also pumping. You know, SNX could be on the start of a major run. If Ethereum starts pumping, that is going to, obviously, Ethereum has been pumping, so it's going to give that power for DeFi, right? Aave, SNX, get those pumpy actions out there. Let's take a look at another altcoin, guys. SNX looking relatively nice here for continuation to the upside, only if Bitcoin does behave. And so far, Bitcoin is behaving. So let's give it a chance. Let's analyze the situation here. Of course, would it be nice to get into that low here today? Okay, would it be nice, because overall it has been that point of control of the last few weeks here on SNX. My goodness, you know, just hitting this beautiful rejection yesterday into the point of control of the last 4 weeks. My goodness, it was the moment. I can't analyze everything, guys, you know, but overall that would have been a nice speculative long position right there at the $3.70 just today, hitting that point of control, very much in an uptrend. You got that huge double bottom here on, you know, SNX. All of this is education as well, guys. It doesn't matter if we're a little bit late on some altcoins. I mean, this one's popping through. I do see very much upside potential for this one in the next coming days, possible weeks. Of course, that is only, and that is big only if Bitcoin does behave, if Bitcoin doesn't get that drop below $40,000. Hopefully not. We're going to go to 45K in the coming days. We're going to see some more altcoins getting that pop. So let's go right away here and continue with another altcoin, guys. And this one looks like it's going to break. It has to break. And I'm going to explain why. This is XLM, Stellar Lumens, one of the OG cryptos, kind of the little brother of XRP. I'm sorry, but I am an XRP hater, guys. I don't like XRP. I don't even like doing technical analysis on XRP. Just imagine that. But XLM, you know, charts are charts, and this does look very interesting, okay? And I'm gonna explain why right away, okay? And we can take a look at, you know, there's another one right there that I want to talk about, okay? And it's also in the DeFi, decentralized finance section, huge section. When we do take a look at the previous cycles, okay, big bear market back in 2019, boom, 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 you know, there is something interesting about this. It has some similarities. It looks even better. It looks even better on this cycle. You have a nice bottom formation. I don't know what this is, but overall it's, you know, created a strong neckline. It's not a double, triple bottom because it's just creating lower highs. It's kind of a bit of a broadening wedge right there. Bit of a broadening wedge. However, you do see that resistance zone here, back at the 7-cent zone here, 7.5-cent zone here, back on the previous cycle. You got that breakout, you got a nice bottom formation, then the, you know, price just rocketed here. Maybe this bull cycle is already happening, right? People are talking about 2025, this, late 2024. Maybe we're going to see an anticipated bull market, right? So we just want to be ready for that as well. We want to have our altcoin, Bitcoin, you know, bags filled up. If we do get those pullbacks, no worries. We will be accumulating a little bit more. Let's dive in here into SNX and analyze this situation that we are right now. We had a huge, massive pump back in the summer. Okay, back in July, SNX pumped suddenly out of nowhere in one day, 100%. What the hell happened back in July for this to pump like this? I think it got maybe some relation with XRP news, the SEC, you know, they won the court case. I don't know what happened, but it pumped 100%. It was a massive pump. I think it must have been news related, obviously. Something good happened on, you know, Stellar Lumens in July of this year, getting 100% pump in one day. Now, what we do like here is that we have been getting supported from this major neckline, big level of resistance. We're getting, you know, flirting a little bit here back in October from this level of support, but overall, very, very corrective structure. You know, this ain't impulsive. Finding really nice support here from this level of 11.10 cents. Finally maintaining right there, and there is something here that is forming, guys, and I guess you can see it. Okay, we got a significant neckline here at the 13.3 cent level, which XLM is getting suppressed by this level. Every time we've been pumping to this level here in August, in September, October, December, it's getting pushed down. It's getting pushed down. However, the price is maintaining here a nice corrective structure from, you know, just after this massive impulse with huge amount of volume. We know the deal. Impulsive move, high volume, corrective move, low volume. You know, this is getting ready. It's getting ready, legends. It's getting ready. It's getting ready because, you know, as soon as you know it, you're going to wake up tomorrow morning. XLM, it's done a 50% pump. What's going on? Well, it's bubbling up, guys. It's you know, it's getting ready. The train is just about to leave. It's forming a huge inverted head and shoulder structure here, just after this corrective move, bottom formation. We have this neckline which is sitting at the 13.5 cent level, getting big rejections during the last few months, getting suppressed right there. But guess what? The buying pressure is in, baby. You are creating higher lows right there. This is going to get squeezed and it's going to absolutely explode. Maybe not that much, but we don't want to get too excited. We always want to manage our risk very, very well. We are excited. We're making very much good gains during the last few weeks, couple of months. Portfolio, trading, you name it, it is good. Take profits. Any moment Bitcoin gets that drop of $3,000-$4,000, you know, we're all going to be very, very much worried. So make sure to have that cash, those profits, you know, very much banked. But my goodness, doesn't this chart look good, guys? Give me a thumbs up here right away if this chart, I mean, hey, Polygon Matic was looking absolutely wonderful yesterday. We got a big breakout. When we do take a look at XLM, my goodness, we're just getting squeezed here in between support and resistance, forming an inverted head and shoulder scenario. What is good right now on this? Do you know what is good? That we are creating that massive bullish pressure. This means only one thing. Demand is very much alive. It is real. Demand is real. The price is getting higher lows. It is getting pushed up here, pushed up right there into this big level of resistance, which is at 13.3 cents. Okay, it's getting squeezed right there. Do you know what happens when you're getting squeezed here into a resistance, right, in an ascending triangle? We know what happens, right, when you get squeezed right there, where you have high probability that this will squeeze out to the upside. Okay, so something that we are analyzing here with XLM. Obviously, yeah, it would be nice to get into the retracement of higher lows, you know, speculating with that right shoulder right there. But they're taking off, guys. I'm running out of altcoins. They're all just popping. We're trying to find the ones that still haven't popped yet. Well, I mean, this one hasn't really just got that significant rally just yet, right? So we want to be ready. Guess what? XLM can be traded on Bybit. Of course, it can trade it on many other exchanges, but Bybit is, you know, one of my favorite ones. Bybit is the one that you want to trade, basically, because it's the most legit platform. You know, it has a over 5-year track record, extremely transparent with their funds. Okay, and if for me, it's the #1 crypto trading platform. Okay, if you can trade on Bybit, I would suggest Bybit, because, you know, it's probably going to be the last exchange standing if anything happens, right, during the next coming years with the rest of exchanges, right? We know that FTX collapsed. We have some issues with some other ones. This, that, a bit of FUD on that exchange, a bit of that one. They're not transparent. Bybit is the most transparent crypto trading platform right there. It's the one I've been using for over 4 years. You do get a great bonus. All of the altcoins mentioned on the stream can be traded on Bybit. Make sure to have experience. I don't want, you know, most of the people do lose on trading. I do educate. I do talk about risk management. Use the link if you know how to use risk management, okay? You've got $30,000 worth of bonus. It's a deposit bonus. If you cannot trade on Bybit, well, obviously you got Mexi with a great bonus as well, and BingX, okay? They're relatively good exchanges. No KYC is required. But if you want the number one for me is Bybit, okay? Now, let's continue here with the next altcoin. My goodness, XLM looks really juicy, guys. Do you agree on this? Does XLM look juicy or not? I'm not going to do a poll on this. It does. I think it's not. Yeah, Filecoin. We got XRD doesn't popped yet. Okay, we'll take a look at that one right away. My goodness, there's many altcoins. Yes, I'm sorry, Pac-Man. Yeah, UK, you know, you name it. There's some restrictions on Bybit, on some other, you know, some countries cannot use Bybit. So I would suggest, you know, Mexi, BingX, they have quite a lot of altcoins. They have big volume. They are quite legit for the moment, right? No KYC required, just password, email. You know, if you use the links down below, you got a great bonus, and you can support this channel, okay? For me to come in and do technical analysis for free, educate the community with basic technical analysis, talking about opportunities on possible trading setups like this one here on Matic. So XLM, it's going to be a difficult situation. It will be difficult because you're long in a little bit of a pumpy action today. And obviously the best scenario here is longing a retracement when you're getting close to the lows, right? When you're in this uptrend here for the last few weeks, you know, the ideal scenario is long here the lows once you get a reaction, right? So you get a reaction on some lows, and that is the moment you want to long. You don't want to FOMO long into the pump. Sometimes, you know, Matic was just one that was definitely worth it because it was just likely to squeeze out. But XLM, these altcoins, they are, you know, I would stay a little bit cautious, managing risk very well. If we do get that pullback, you know, say that we do get a movement down here to the lows, you know, that will be the moment for you to get into an epic long position. Here's where you can manage your risk much better, okay, get into a good entry. So I would just set some alerts. If they are going to rocket right now in the coming days, you could do one thing. And this is something that I do talk about on the Legends. If you usually risk, okay, 1 or 2%, right, in a trading position from your trading capital, you know, and you think that you're going to miss out on a possible trade, what you could do is risk 0.5%. Risk 0.5%, because this one can be ready, just like Matic was yesterday, and it can leave without you. It can leave without you. However, you just need to be aware that you're long in a pump and a retracement can happen to the high-low supports, right? So if that were to happen and the price does get supported, if the price does get supported here, right, from the higher low, well, what you can do, give it take a bit of room, right? You're risking 0.5%. Nobody cares. You know, it ain't going to be a major loss if the price just dumps. If the price were to retrace, what you can do, if it does find some support, you can add to your position and lower your entry. And that is obviously, you know, another plan. Then instead of 0.5%, you're having 1% of your capital, but you're just happy to get in a little bit of a drawdown. If you do find some support, then you can add to that position. You got 1%, and then obviously you're looking for that major breakout, right, in the coming days. However, it might just leave, guys. You know, this is just, it is looking pretty nice for that possible breakout here in the coming days. So just a little suggestion, a little bit of education on how we can manage risk. You know, if you feel left out, don't FOMO in with 10% of your capital. A lot of people do that. Don't do that, guys, because that is the moment where the price can reverse. Bitcoin drops, everything drops down, and people get wrecked, right? We don't want that. Nobody gets wrecked in the Legends trading community. First, number one thing we talk about is risk management. There's small gains consistently every single week. So let's take a look. Super Chatos Mustachos. Mustacho, yeah, I need a shave. Thanks, Mark Dirch, for that. Thanks for the insane support. Mark Dirch is an absolute legend. He is a moderator on several different crypto channels. He was born to be the top moderator. Obviously, some love here for Pac-Man, Moonboot Boy, also Devault, Aditya. No doubt. You guys are awesome as well. But Mark Dirch, you know, he's been here for quite some time. Anyway, let's take a look here at the Super Chatos. Where's the Super Chat? Sorry about that. I'm just getting too concentrated with some altcoins here. I have two tokens in mind, ICP and 1,000 sats. 1,000 sats, what is that? 1,000 satoshis from Bitcoin. Is that a token? Anyway, ICP, let's take a look at ICP. What's 1,000 sats? Is this actually a token? 1,000 sats, ordinals, okay. What's going on with this? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, ordinals was going absolutely bananas the last few weeks. This one currently just got a launch. I will take a look at this, but after the stream. 1,000 sats. We'll take a look at that. But ICP, we can take a look at ICP right away. Shall we take a look at ICP? ICP, let's go right away with ICP. No doubt internet computer is going to be a big crypto. I mean, I do see realistically, guys, you know, with the market cap that this has, this could probably do a 4-5x in the next coming bull run. A 10x is a little bit overextended in my opinion. This started off with a launch at $300 or something like that. It was craziness. It was a very bad launch. A lot of people were talking about ICP back in the day when it was at $100, right? You know, buy. This is the future of crypto. And stay cautious when these cryptos launch, right, in the middle of a bull run or at the end stages of a bull run, right? Because I don't know when ICP launched. When did this launch? I mean, I think it was like, yeah, mid stages of the bear market or very end of the bull run. You want to stay away from crypto launches in the middle of a bull run or at the end of a bull run, guys. Stay away. Yeah, it can go up a little bit, but you're going to get wrecked if you do invest quite a lot. So anyway, ICP here, what I do see on ICP, it's had a significant rally. This is like the first rally stages, okay? A bit of optimism right there saying, you know, hey, this is the start of the bull run. getting a pretty nice pullback at the moment. They got two interesting levels here, keeping it basic with technical analysis. I like this high right there. We're getting kind of a swing failure, failed auction from these lower highs right there from the summer of 2022. If we go back in February, okay, of 2023, this year, we've got a series of highs right there that are looking very, very interesting, right? Let's go with the basics, right? Go with the basics. So we've tested the highs of this massive bear market range right there. So it's kind of a target zone already for anybody that bought, right? I did a nice 2-3x, right, during the last month. Very, very nice gains. Right now, obviously, getting that rejection. I would stay very, very patient on this one. This is a large cap cryptocurrency. It has billions of dollars in market cap. There could be a pretty decent pullback on this one already. Now, when we do take a look at this on the 4-hourly time frame, it looks very, 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 very good, okay? The kind of corrective move that it's forming right now at the moment, it looks very, very interesting, okay? I think it could very much possibly form a descending wedge structure. The best long setup that you would want to speculate on this, obviously, is at the lowest level possible, right? So if we zoom out right now, we got a disturbing high. Just going through the basics, guys. Basics is what we need to know, right? First of all, before getting any fancy indicators on the chart, right? We need to go through the basics, the structure, support and resistance flip. Then we can go with some other levels and stuff. But overall, just realizing that we've come to the highs of the range, right? Just after the only highs after the big major drop. So that's already a level of resistance. A level of support can be that proven level of resistance that has been in the past. We've smashed through that level with some significant volume. So this zone is really interesting right there. This high and this high. This area is extremely interesting for ICP to get a reaction, to probably get that bounce. So that red box here in between these two highs after a significant pump here with this amount of volume looks very, very interesting. So we got one high right there, okay? This was back in February of 2023, this horizontal white line. That is, can get a bounce as you do test these lows right over here at $8.50. So you can possibly test those lows. You almost tested them here just a couple of days ago. But as you get those lows tested with a movement to the downside, you are very, very much likely to get that reaction here at $8.20, $8.30. You got lower lows right there. You could be at the support zone of this descending wedge structure. It would be nice to see that movement down because it would be a possible long-in opportunity right there. So what you would be expecting is a kind of a failed auction right there from that low created on the 21st of December. So you're looking for that rise here to continue here this formation of the descending wedge. And if you're in that long position at this point, you would be expecting that breakout possibly on the descending wedge. I mean, this descending wedge could obviously extend a little bit more and get into a very, very long till it forms a bottom formation here going sideways for several weeks, and yeah, maybe this will be a good moment to start thinking, into that swing long position. It can get very, very boring. It can dip down to the low $8 level. But overall, this is what you're speculating on to continue possibly this wedge structure that you've been forming during the last week to continue possibly. Now, yeah, the best deal here would be, if you want to speculate in that long, of course the price could just go up here and break through. But if it were to get that leg down, obviously getting into this, testing this low right there would be the ideal scenario, right, to get into that long position to speculate on that breakout. Anyway, that's the case of ICP here. Thank you very much, Mohammed, for your super chat. Let's continue here with the next altcoin that I do see has high potential. Bitcoin just dancing around here. Come on, get that leg up here to test that high. My goodness, if it doesn't manage, then it ain't going to be good. Ain't going to be good. I would say, take some profits right now. If anybody that longed here in the Legends community as well, if you are watching that live stream, I would say just lock those profits. Lock the profits, because why? If your target zone is here, you might think, why are you going to lock profits here? Come on, this was your target. Hey, don't change opinion. It's like these traders, you're bullish now and then you're bearish, now you're bullish, now you're bearish. This guy is smoking crack because he was bullish yesterday, but now he's bearish. We react to what happens on the chart. And if the price action is getting a major reaction at certain level, this is a huge reaction. My goodness, is it going to have a steam here to break through? I don't know. It's getting a reaction. It's losing a bit of momentum. I'm going to lock 50% profits from that long position. I don't care if it breaks out through, then I'll maintain. If you do create a swing failure pattern from this level, then obviously I'll be closing all of the position. This might be a dreadful double top. If it continues and flips this resistance into support, I am happy to maintain that long position till we actually hit other resistance zone, such as the $43,600 where we do have a daily level. So it's like, take profit one. We need to take profit, especially if the price gets a reaction at certain levels, right? I would expect it to get a leg up. But, hey, if you expect, if you have a gut feeling, forget about that. It's getting a reaction, lock some profits. The chart is struggling at the moment at this level, so you want to lock those profits. Would I short here right now? No, this ain't a shorting level for me at the moment. I would prefer this high being claimed, and then we'll take a look at what happens here. The reaction, will it create a double top, or will it just blast through here and go to the next major level of resistance, which would be around about 43,600, where we have a daily level. I think it's very close to the point of control of the entire range of December. So yeah, round about that zone is an interesting zone, possibly for a short. However, I would have to see the price action getting a little bit, of a reaction right there. Small internal double tops, then take the decision. Let's go with the next altcoin legends. But first of all, I need you to destroy that like button. Anybody that is in right now, subscribe to the channel if you are new, because, hey, we talk about technical analysis, education, trading tips. We talk about potential altcoins that could be very good investments for the near future. Obviously, we analyze this charts and talk about major opportunities, just like Matic. My goodness, woo, this one did a really nice breakout since the stream yesterday, which we were trading here exactly at this level from yesterday's stream. We talk about good investments, also bad ones, guys. It's not always good. Well, bad ones that haven't been pumping, such as Saito, Unibright. They are some big bets for me here for the near future. But overall, Metis DAO, I've made more gains with Metis than the investments that I have on Saito, on Unibright, because they're basically my strongest altcoin high risk basically tokens. And my goodness, I've been buying Metis like a junkie, and basically it's definitely paid out. I have been taking some aggressive profits yesterday with this pump, obviously leaving some there. I'm still have quite a significant amount, but this did over a 5x during the last 2 months. So absolutely beautiful pump here on Metis. It was definitely worth the investment during 2023. So there's some other altcoin opportunities, guys, that I want to talk about. First of all, let's talk about the possible great trading opportunity that there is on 0x protocol. This is a DeFi project. This one right over here on the chart, my goodness, this is looking like it wants to get an epic bounce from this level, guys. It's just absolutely crazy. We are going to go through that right away. So hey, what's going on with these flags in the comment section? Hey, what's going on? Anyway, Zilliqa. We'll go through Zilliqa right away just after this, okay? Gala. Yeah, we'll go through Gala. STG also starting. Load it up, boys. My goodness, there's a lot of altcoins. Come on, give me a break. Give me a break. STG, what is going on? it is breaking out. It is breaking out. We've got a major high here. It seems like we did take a look at this one for... It's breaking out. It's breaking out. It's breaking out. There's so many altcoins. Everybody's a genius in a bull market. Everybody's a genius in the bull market. Bull run, okay? This could be early stages of the bull market, but we're in a bull run right now. It could get some pretty decent pullbacks. Yeah, this one's rallied really nicely the last few days. Stargate Finance. Stargate Finance. I really don't know what this is. I will take a look at the project, but very nice. It's a mid-cap cryptocurrency, already getting that pumpy action. 0x Protocol, guys, is one of them that is just there right now. Not many people talking about it. This one's in the retracement. We do not need to FOMO into the pump. This one is retracing already, right? Just like a lot of people might think, hey, this one's popping, get in right now. You know, this one's breaking through. Then you buy in here and then it's like, oh yeah. You know, you got in at the wrong moment. You got in at the wrong moment. This is not when you need to get in, right? So, you know, this is the excitement comes here. The excitement comes here on token. This could follow through, but it could also do this. Bang. And then you're like, oh, you know, I got in here and got extremely wrecked. I was adding to my position, but overall, you know, this already dropped here the last few weeks over 35%. There's something very interesting about this. And this is how technical analyst does know how to make profits, right? Based on data of the past, based on history, based on patterns, based on this is what it usually does. We can go with high probability to see if this is going to get a possible nice bounce. Now, this might take a few days. Of course, a consolidation retracement does take many days possibly, and it can flirt around at certain support levels. So let me go right away through, you know, something similar that happened in the previous cycle. When we do take a look at 2019 and 2020, obviously bear market, this is dead, nobody likes this, and then you start getting a little bit of attention and you start breaking some significant levels of resistance right over here. So we take a look at this and you might think, hey, this broke a significant level of resistance. We're talking about that 35-cent level. What happened to this level as we retraced after epic pump with large volume? Yes, you're right. It got supported from that zone and it came back up to test the highs with a really nice rally. This is why it's important to take profits. You're going to come straight back down to your entry point, possibly at some point. So what is there similar about this? There is something that is actually similar, right? We're looking to be ahead of the herd, guys. We don't want to FOMO pump. We don't want to get into this breakout. Hey, Meta's DAO is at, you know, $90. It's breaking. It's my favorite altcoin. You know, I see many people talking about Metis at the moment, you know, saying, hey, you know, I was buying this at $15 a few months ago. You know, I'm cashing out. I'm taking profits already. So we want to be a little bit ahead of the herd, right? Because yeah, right now Metis is the, you know, greatest and everything's, you know, it's going to get a big pullback. It will get a big pullback soon. So you don't want to FOMO into these tokens. You want to look for those nice big retracements that have happened during the last, you know, a couple of weeks, right? So when we do take a look at this price action and you think, you know, hey, you know, is there anything similar to this price action right over here? You know, is there something similar? Well, obviously, you know, you got a strong level of resistance. There's nothing similar about this. What I'm talking about. No, basically, what, you know, you can see it on the chart, right? Where the resistance has, you know, flipped into support right there. Let's just make this a bit wider. Something like that, right? It's not perfect. I mean, there's a little bit of price action that I didn't need here, which is this one right there. So let's just delete that here 1 second. and get it from this point right there. Okay, so yeah, that's a bit more like it. That's a bit more like it, where you just, I don't need that much of price action here. You just need a little bit of this kind of price action. When you put it together right there, you know, you can see a bit of the similarities, right? You can see a bit of the similarities right now, where you do have that kind of double bottom scenario, which is basically this one right over here, triple bottom in this case back in 2019, where you break out with a significant large move and you retrace and you consolidate at that level of support before getting that rally. So you can see here how this one has broken out, and this is probably going to take many days here consolidating at this level. I mean, it would be devastating if we lose this level. However, it's going to be looking very, very juicy if we do manage to get that round formation for a few days at this zone. It's going to be looking very, very good. Very, very, very good. So we just, you know, I would definitely go, I would actually buy some 0x protocol spot buy, because if it were to come all the way up to the highs created in November last month, in November, that is already almost a rally of 100%. It's about 80% rally, right? You're trading at 35 cents at the moment. So if it were to come to 62 cents, right, it's almost 2x from current levels. And yes, it could explode out, get a major rally like this, but that is pure speculation. I'm happy to check the reaction at the highs. And if it breaks through, then happy days, you know, we're making more gains. But overall, you get the deal, right? You know, this is where we're currently at the moment, right? Where you've formed that nice double bottom formation. You've had that explosive breakout. And now it's that retracement to that neckline, just like what happened back here. Same scenarios, charts move very similar. History does not repeat, but it definitely does rhyme. And you got some very, very, it's just at the support level at the moment after that explosive breakout with a large volume. You know, I ain't gonna FOMO in this over here when a lot of people are talking about, hey, this is breaking out. This is breaking out. Let's all jump into the bandwagon. And then suddenly you get that huge major collapse and you're like late to the party. You get wrecked. Don't FOMO in, guys, into pumps. Get excited at certain retracement levels. So to certain big support zones. This is looking very, very nice, guys. Very, very, very nice. Tell you what, it might take a few days. It might get a bit choppy. You know, I'm not expecting an instant pump all the way up here. This is probably going to take a little bit of time. But overall, we can see here the similarities from a big major neckline here from triple bottom scenario, breakout, bounce at support, you know, rocket fuel right there. So I think we can remain a little bit patient here. You can arguably discuss, hey, I'm going to get into a small swing long position that might take a couple of weeks. Okay, you need to check out funding rate, you know, give or take a bit of room right there. Not going to go too aggressive in this long position, give or take, you know, a bit of room here beneath this level just in case you do get a bit of choppiness here at this zone. And then, you know, if it does maintain this zone during the next coming days in a nice round formation, talking about this 33-34 cent zone, then obviously you are likely going to have a big major bounce on this cryptocurrency, right? You know, we are hunting, guys. We are hunters. We are traders. We are here to make gains. We are not here to FOMO into some pumps, right? I'm not interested in altcoins that are pumping already massively because they're going to have some pretty decent pullbacks, right? So yeah, right away. I'm selling the like button, says Mark Dutch. Looks so bearish. I don't know what the hell is going on with the viewers here. You know, we talk about, you know, major, great education. We talk about Matic getting an explosive breakout as well. I mean, yes, I know a lot of people, a lot of altcoins are breaking through and they're making really nice gains. But we talk about them, we anticipating them before they happen. We try and do that. So anyway, 0x protocol. It was said, it had to be said. It was said right here on the live stream. This is an insanely nice corrective move. this at some point, possibly 1 to 2 weeks, is likely going to get supported from this neckline and get that huge explosive move back up to the highs. We haven't had that DeFi, major hype, gaming hype. We're having, L2 hype. DeFi hype will come back at some point. So anyway, let's take a look at right away Filecoin. Andy, can you take a look at Bell? Can you take a look at Filecoin, right? Bell. Let's take it. Hey, if they're pumping very hard, I ain't gonna take a look at it. Okay. Most of the altcoins that you guys talk about, they've pumped already, and not interested. Which one's this one? Bella Protocol, Bell's coin. It's probably Bella Protocol. What in Bella Protocol? What price is it? 76 cents. Let's take a look at Bell right away. What's going on with Bell? Yeah. Okay, this one hasn't had a major pump yet. It hasn't had a major pump yet. It looks it's nice. It's nice. It looks no real major signs of a big bottom formation here. I'm not too sure about this one on the chart. Just by looking at the chart on itself with nothing on it. Yeah, no doubt it's it's really at the selling pressure is getting exhausted. There's no doubt about it. Yeah, this one might get a pop here at some point in the coming weeks, but really looking at technical analysis, it's just in a very, very big range here during the last basically the last 18 months, right? You've built up a really nice value area low right there with high volume, getting holded by that zone. It does look like it wants to have an attempt to go to value area high from this point, right? This really, it could very much well come straight back down to the value area low. It is creating slightly higher lows here during the last, few months. Yeah, it does look like it wants to get that achievement, okay, to go to higher levels right there. The momentum is slowly bullish. No big major volatile moves. It might happen at some point. Best case scenario, obviously, was coming back down to value area low of this zone to actually buy some of this, right? I'm not sure if this can be traded on Bybit or MEXC. Very, very possible, but yeah, Binance, MEXC, there's a few exchanges there. So yeah, not much more to talk about Bell. Let's take a look at Filecoin here right away for somebody in the comment section as well. Filecoin, right up. Mark Dutch, thanks for the support, my brother. Aditya, Andy, DYDX. Yeah, DYDX is forming a nice round formation after breaking out from a wedge. It's taking a bit of time though. What about Katana Inu? Yeah, we can take a look at that later on. I think it's a gaming project, right? Katana Inu. Filecoin looks very interesting. This one is, this is just lagging behind, such as Zilliqa as well. You got that beautiful double bottom scenario. I think this one is also one of them. You formed a very similar pattern to many, which is a kind of a symmetrical triangle here during November and December into the resistance of that double bottom, and it's just slightly breaking out. I do expect Filecoin to get an explosive move actually from this point. Are you creating, are you just hitting you probably break through here and hit the resistance from lower highs right there, just about 50 cents away. But it looks pretty good. This can get some interesting moves in the coming days. We're looking at possible big breakouts like this. It looks pretty good. It's on the way. It's broken out from the resistance of this double bottom symmetrical triangle formation. This is a huge reaccumulation. You could expect this one to start taking off probably in the next coming days. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty damn good. Get a bit of a fake out right there, volatility. But overall, it looks pretty good for that momentum. Filecoin looks bullish. It looks bullish. It wants to have that leg up. Katana Inu. Let's take a look at Katana Inu. Yes, it is a gaming project, but I think it looks interesting, but I am not sure. I am not an expert. Thanks you very much. Yeah, let's take a look at Katana Inu. No worries. Let's take a look at it right away. Katana Inu, Kata is the ticker symbol. Let's take a look at Kata right away on the chart. I mean, wow, this one, really nice pump, round formation during the summer of this year, and then massive rally. There's a situation here where you have got rejected from these highs in a bit of a failed auction. We haven't got much chart data here to help us. Bitmark maybe, I think it's a low cap possibly. Yeah, I mean, the issue with this one right now is just testing those highs from January of 2023, getting a bit of a failed auction. Could it be a big, massive cup in handle situation? It definitely could. I mean, a very, very low liquidity on this. I'm not too sure if it's going to be bullish enough here. It does look like it wants to kind of squeeze out from this corrective move, but as it's a mid-low cap crypto gaming industry, gaming has had a hype already. A lot of the gaming projects are getting that pullback because a lot of them rallied like crazy. We got Alex Becker and Elio Trades, hyping up gaming like crazy, and obviously a lot of gaming projects have been pumping like crazy, but a lot of them are getting some pretty decent pullbacks at the moment. So I would be a little bit cautious, as this is in the gaming sector. It's just been testing this high, and we don't know if this is going to be a double top. A little bit I would just be cautious on this. Really not interested in trading any of this. Any of this. No. Not for trading anyway. Do you want to buy it for the long term? Maybe this is going to be a successful project in the bull run, gaming project. So if you are a strong believer of Katana Inu, the team, the roadmap, the game is out, and they have big partnerships, good marketing. Maybe it's a good time to well, it was obviously better a few weeks ago, but it's a bit double toppy here. I'm a little bit skeptical on this level over here on Katana Inu. Okay, Moon River possible push. All good, Adichel. We can't be as strong as Mark Dutch. You're damn right. Well, maybe someday. Right, let me go through here. Wow, so many altcoins here in the comment section. FTM, Phantom. Let's take a look at Phantom right away. Phantom getting a bit of a pullback. This one rallied quite a lot, hitting some major lower highs at the moment. It's already got a big rally. It's already had a 200% pump in the last 1 to 2 months, right? 2 months. They're hitting some major target levels, okay? This could be the disbelief rally, for a lot of the coins, okay? We're going to see some altcoins popping still, but, stay cautious with the L1s that have been breaking out like crazy, doing a 2, 3, 5x. This could be the early stages of the bull run, and what happens on the early stages of a bull run, you get that big pullback, okay, at some stage where people just suddenly, what happened? So it's hitting a bit of a resistance zone. It has rallied a lot. There's no major pattern. It's just in a bit of a parabolic run here for the last few weeks, hitting some crucial levels. Stay cautious, right? There's a bit of a rejection going on here. Could it get another pump breakout? Possibly yes. So just stay a little bit cautious. Look at those wicks here. Probably this is just on Binance. But yeah, stay a little bit cautious. They have been rallying quite powerfully already for several weeks, okay? So anyway, let's take a look at that super chat right away. Space Duck, thanks for the super chat, brother. Hey, Andy, can you have a look at Synapse Protocol? Sin US dollar. I like you guys asking me about these tokens, because I actually, I take a look at them as well. When I have some spare time, like, let's see what this guy talked about. They've got Bella right there, got Synapse. We'll take a look at Synapse also to see the project, see if it's a mid-low cap, 91 million. Let's take a look at Synapse right away. Syn as ticker symbol. Yeah, a bit choppy. Has been in a very aggressive downtrend here. It would be nice to see some more sideways formation, to be honest. I would have preferred a little bit more of sideways formation on this. It's had a little bit of a hype because of the rest of the altcoin hype, but it is moving up, the last few days quite nicely. It's been in a very, very aggressive downtrend though. Do we have more? It's on Coinbase, Synapse right there. Okay, we got a bit of more data right there. Yeah, there's a big level of support right there. I mean, no doubt that this, the exhaustion is there. There is exhaustion. You got a nice base and you're breaking down with very, very low power. No doubt that this is the buying zone that you want to get in, obviously, on a lot of the coins when you do form this kind of chart. If you flip this level, it's getting their resistance. No doubt we can see it here during the last few weeks. You're getting big major, flip of support into resistance right there, exactly at the 48 cents. So Synapse, I mean, it ain't looking too bad for a major rally, of course. It ain't looking that bad. I would do a bit of research on this. I mean, if this is a great project, it does look pretty good. Obviously, with this resistance can get rejected. No big major patterns here forming. It is struggling very much at this level, right? That proven level of support back in December, also back in in June of 2022, struggling very much. Big wicks, big rejections. I'm not too sure if this one will have the power to break through. You might arguably discuss, hey, is this a cup and handle? Well, cup and handles, you want them in an uptrend. You don't want them, at a bottom. There's no cup and handle formation in a downtrend. But it does have a chance. If it starts breaking through from here, yeah, it's going to be very, very difficult. I assume you probably don't want to trade this, or maybe yes. Talking about as an investment, no doubt this is the zone you want to buy. If you don't buy here, you don't want to buy when it pumps, whenever it pumps in the next coming weeks or months. No doubt on the chart, it looks pretty good. Whether it does get a retracement down again here and forms a double bottom, it's just the selling pressure at this area is exhausted. It's exhausted very much. So no doubt as an investment, looking at the chart as an investment for the mid-term, I would say it's at great levels. But for a trading setup at the moment, long at resistance, no. And either if you do come up and test those highs here from the first week of December and reject from them, I would arguably discuss it might be even a short trade. But yeah, I'm not too sure if this one can be traded on Bybit, guys. Maybe not, maybe yes. It's on Binance, on Mex. I'm not sure if it's on Mexi. It does have a bunch of cryptos. It is on Mexi, guys, as well. But yeah, I wouldn't be too interested in trading this, to be honest. I would not be interested in trading. Let's go right away. Mariella, how are you doing? Right, let's take a look here. Mariella, parabolic. Mariella, long time. Guys, thank you very much for the insane support. So Sin, this is what as an investment, Sin it looks pretty good. Space Duck, as an investment, it looks quite nice. For a trading setup into a long at resistance, no, and would be cautious on it. Check Acro Coin, says Revy. Let's take a look at Acro. Crow is a little bit stuck in the triangle, also under 2 VRVP ranges that I put on the chart, says Teddles. Let's take a look at Chronos, which is the crypto.com cryptocurrency. It has a very, very, very similar situation as a lot of the altcoins. The one that we haven't taken a look at is Zilliqa. I mean, that support, that resistance is flipping into support very, very nicely from this double bottom Adam and Eve getting squeezed right there. This could be a massive reaccumulation. It could be a reaccumulation right there inside of this possible symmetrical triangle formation during the last several weeks since November. Chronos looks pretty good for possible bullish continuation. Obviously, this is if Bitcoin does behave. We've got some target zones here for Chronos to hit, which is basically 13 cents, 15, 16 cent level as well. And it does seem like that it could have some steam. Beautiful double bottom formation right there. We could see some explosive moves here in the next coming days. Looks pretty nice. Got getting into big major range. Let's take a look at the VPVR here. Probably going to facing a little bit of resistance from this consolidation back in June to November of 2022. I mean, no doubt you are facing some interesting resistance right now. However, if you do consolidate here at this naked point of control right there, right from this range back of 2022, this is just getting ready for a massive breakout from this, level high volume node. If you get squeezed here for another few more days, this is just a bullish pennant. It's a bullish pennant getting squeezed into resistance. Test. Fed up of testing. Let's break out. All right. So looks pretty nice. I'm long in IOTX on Bybit. Let's take a look here. IOTX. I mean, IOTX, we talked about also some, long positions here on IOTX. Yeah, we got the wedge. We got the famous wedge. We got the famous wedge for IOTX to be bullish, and this one went absolutely crazy. It's hitting the high of the wedge. I mean, let me just tell you that the target zone has been met. So I'm not sure where you are long from. If you're long from this point, I'm going to say, dude, get out. We do not know if we're going to break here. But if you're long from much lower levels, then I would say this is a good take profit zone. You are getting a big major reaction from the top of this wedge, right? So you want to consider taking some profits. I mean, this had a major rally the last few weeks. This must have been on a live stream, back in October, November, where we talked about this wedge, and it's pretty obvious you're aiming for that high of the wedge at some point. Obviously, this went absolutely bananas in December, so massive rallies here in December of almost 200%. It's just facing a big level of resistance. It's the last lower high, or the first lower high from, just after this major drop. This is the start of the consolidation where you're kind of forming the wedge, bottoming out. It's the target zone. So if you are in a long position, let me tell you, my friend, take some profits, be defensive. It is hitting the highs of a big major range, okay? After a major drop, yeah, no doubt if IOTX gets the breakout from this level, it could still continue very much in a big rally. But this ain't it ain't really the level where you want to get into a long. I mean, if you do take a look at lower time frames, yes, you can speculate here on retracements. You know, try and get in at the lows right there. For example, here on this descending wedge kind of formation, and try and get in at the lows of the breakout. You're moving up here with some volume. You're retracing. Volume is going down. You're getting some volume divergence right there. Will it manage to break through? Stay cautious on this. You know, a great setup here would be coming down to the lows, okay, and failing to break down from the local lows created during the last few days. If you break down from that level and you manage to not break through with a failed breakout, then obviously that is the moment where you want to jump into a long and speculate that this is going to actually come to the highs and break it for a possible take profit. So what I would just say here on IOTX. IOTX can be traded on Bybit, on MEXC. They can be traded on these platforms, guys. Check them out. Bybit, for me, the #1 most legit trading platform out there. Personally, even better than Binance. You know, check it out if you haven't already. I know most of you have done, okay, but it's another way for you to support the channel, to take a look at some opportunities, do some technical analysis, obviously, and this is a great way to support. You got the best bonus down below in the description. It does require KYC. If you want a no KYC platform, MEXC or BingX are great alternatives, and there is hundreds of altcoins to trade on there as well, okay? If you signed up with another link from another guy, you know, forget about that. Dutch that one. Sign up with the link in the description. Only joking. But yeah, it's another great way to support the channel, guys, if you do enjoy the analysis and the streams, okay, and video updates. Bybit the best. Yes, it is. Fees can get a bit punchy sometimes, but if you're a profitable trader, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter paying a bit more fees. It is what it is. I like MEXC for scalping, okay? I like MEXC for scalping. I did get into this long position on MEXC, okay? Market order, bang, bang, and, you know, got that rise. Happy to close here at this, you know, I closed a little bit early because we did get a reaction. I closed around about the 42,800, 900 range, but happy. It was a target zone. We were getting a bit of reaction, and that was done on MEXC. Buy a bit more for some like chilled swing trades. Get into a trade, just leave it there, see what happens, be defensive, you know, get a few altcoins in there. So yeah, anyway, I like Bybit. Bybit is for me the most legit platform out there. Always use your code when I trade on MEXC. Hey Jim, thank you very much. Much love. It's great support right there. Thank you. Can you take a look at LTC? No way it stays low for long. Yes, very true. We did take a look at Litecoin, and also we did, thanks for the super chat by the way, YJT99. Bitcoin Cash is just looking very good as well. I mean, look at Bitcoin Cash. You know, when this goes, it will go, right? It did a 300% pump back in, it's got a bit of a breakout. Let's see if it gets a bit of a pullback here. It is getting a bit of a pullback. I kind of think it's worth a speculation because it does follow Bitcoin, but it just takes a long time. And it does look pretty nice after this major pump. You've got a running flat, A, B, C kind of symmetrical triangle. You could arguably discuss it could get the push here in the coming days, right? You know, it's just there. It can do so. Really not the best. But let's take a look at Litecoin right away here. Thanks for the super chat. Let's go right away with Litecoin. I mean, yeah, Litecoin as well, lagging behind very much. You know, I only have a trend line right there. It wants to push up. We are very far away in creating new yearly highs. I mean, we got the highs in July, right? Bitcoin's highs from July was at $31,000. So, you know, when you take a look at this chart compared to Bitcoin's up here already, right? You know, it's left the July highs very much behind in the dust. Now, it is true that you could arguably discuss that Litecoin is just getting ready, right? It's getting ready. You have the bottom right there in June. Funny enough, it didn't create the bottom in November of 2022, just like Bitcoin did with the major drop from FTX. You know, could this be the bottom? This has just been a very, very strong retracement, and it's going to start moving up here. I mean, no doubt that Litecoin will pick up at some point, but it's disturbing why it's lagging behind so much. And it's just I mean, this move down was very, very aggressive. And this is very, very, you know, is it building up for a pop? I don't know. The charts, it ain't looking that great. When I do analyze a chart and I don't like it too much and I'm not too sure of what's going on, I just don't look for a trade. I just don't trade it. I mean, yeah, you had a kind of a double bottom right there, a strong neckline forming also this point of control. I mean, this point of control was formed because of this price action as well. But yeah, it's just very disturbing. Litecoin, really, really disturbing. Yeah. The only best way to speculate on this, possibly getting that rally, is getting into those retracements into higher low support structure. This really, really the only way. If you are bearish, you think, hey, this is a bear flag, dude. Forget about bullishness. This is bearish. This is forming a bear flag, ascending wedge. This is going to break down. Well, then obviously if you want to speculate on the possible move down, you would just have to go to the highs. If you reject from the highs again, just like you've been doing, you can speculate on that short scenario to see if you're going to break down. If you do come down to higher low support, obviously, you know, that's the moment you want to speculate in the long for a possible move up. You know, managing risk very, very well, not going up too crazy. It's really really confused looking at Litecoin. But when you go with the statistics, you would say Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin rallied a lot already. We should be getting a some pumpy action on Litecoin, on Bitcoin Cash. This cycle, you know, they're making a bit of confusing price action. Okay, to be honest, I really wouldn't know. I would lean on the side that it is going to at some point get some bullish momentum, and obviously, you know, get in the bandwagon of altcoins pumping, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, right? But they're just lagging behind. They're kind of doing their own thing. So really don't have much clearness. Thank you very much, super chatos, mustachos, hermanos. Thank you very much, Mark, for letting me know. Let's take a look at Daniel here. Good morning from Texas. Howdy, how are you doing, my man? Daniel, thank you very much for the super chat. Can you do some super quick TA on OXT, please? Let's take a look at OXT right away. OXT, what is this one? Oh, Orchid Protocol. This is a pretty interesting project. OXT. Let's go right away. And then we'll go through ICX Breakout. Yes, Ghana. We'll take a look at that right away. ICX was one of the altcoins that we were taking a look at on the Legends community, of course. In the Legends community, we do take a look at some altcoins as well. Also some Bitcoin technical analysis on lower time frames for those scalping day trade setups, and ICX is one of them. So now that you asked with a super chat, let's take a look at ICX. But first of all, here for Daniel, thank you very much. OXT, very, very disturbing here, no doubt. It is hitting a huge major level, high volume node here from price action that was developed in between May, July, right? Basically entire 2022 and Q1 of 2023. Very, very disturbing right there. Yo, It's a big resistance right now. This is why we are getting that consolidation during the last week. At this level, it's like, it's just hitting that level. It's in an uptrend. You know, can it have the power to break through? I'm going to say it definitely has a chance. It does look pretty nice for Orchid to get that nice parabolic breakout. It looks pretty good. The consolidation here, right? You're looking for that nice, you are kind of forming that nice start of a parabolic rise right there, right? It does look pretty good. It's in the nice momentum, boop, to get that breakout. You know, the consolidation here at a certain resistance zone is bullish. I am sorry to say that consolidating at a resistance like this after this formation is pretty bullish when we are seeing some altcoins, you know, breaking out. I mean, if we do get a symmetrical triangle formation here in the coming days, I would definitely speculate on that possible breakout. So when we do take a look at this also, let's get the fixed volume profile out of the way. It was kind of in a descending wedge structure right there, bottoming out and breaking through. And the target zone for this would be coming all the way up here to the highs of the actual move down. So this is basically just like what altcoin we analyzed a few minutes ago that was actually hitting that high of the wedge. Anyway, it's kind of the target zone, right? 17 cents. It does have a possible pumpy action, you know, of 60-70%. I will be analyzing very carefully this squeezed scenario that we're forming at the moment. It's very strong, very strong uptrend. It's, you know, creating consistent higher lows, right? It's getting a bit of choppiness, testing a bit of the last higher lows, but overall creating those failed auctions. It's looking pretty interesting for that breakout. We've got a local resistance zone here from the last few days, so it is forming a little bit of a resistance area, and the bullish pressure is there. So you are getting the demand. The demand is here. The way to read demand is when you create higher lows into a level of resistance. You know that the demand is there, and the probabilities are just giving you the possible breakout to the upside. So Orchid is looking pretty nice for the momentum to continue to the upside. However, would I long here? Well, I would say no. It might just leave without us, but the best scenario obviously would be coming actually to test higher low support, get close to the lows right there, and obviously look for the continuation until you actually move here and break out. But it looks pretty decent. It looks pretty strong here. Had a major move up, big move down. Be cautious with this. Best scenario here would be getting a bit of a pullback. You know, getting close to higher low support structure. And then, you know, you would obviously speculate in a good swing long position here on Orchid, you know, at this range. I would give it a bit of room if it does get that leg down, but the profits can be huge. The profits can be huge when you do zoom out and you analyze the situation where you at. I mean, this could be a few weeks of a swing long position where you are targeting here basically the 17 cent level being realistic. It looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Momentum is still up. So yeah, let's take a look at ICX right away. Thank you very much for the super chat, by the way. That's my opinion. It does look pretty good. Getting squeezed here with higher lows during the last few days. Nice pumpy action last few weeks. You know, if you're longing any of this, you know, spot buy. I think it's good for spot buying. Any of these altcoins, you know, that haven't rallied yet are good for spot buying at these levels. Even though if you get a pullback for trading, I would wait for that pullback to high-low support. Anyway, Daniel, thanks very much for the super chat. Super chatos, hermanos. Ghana, thanks for the super chat. ICX breaking out. Let's take a look at ICX right away. XLM. XLM. Looking very interesting as well. Let's take a look at ICX. ICX is one of those blockchain projects. It's lagging behind very much. I do like ICX. This is one that we are talking about in the legends, because you do have that double bottom formation on ICX that did break out, and guess what? You are holding as support here like a beast, and the round formation looks very, very good. So the speculation here is actually go to test those highs here from November at 34 cents and possibly even break it, maybe to create new yearly highs at 48 cents. It sounds impossible. I know it does. I don't believe it. Altcoins are done. These are the last rallies. Maybe, it all really depends on Bitcoin. Bitcoin needs to behave, but you got some possible levels here of testing on ICX, and ICX is an L1. It's from South Korea. It's one of the OGs. This has been here for many, many years. It's gone through 2 cycles already, and I like it. I like the nice, selling pressure is absolutely exhausted. Rock bottom levels here during the last 12 months. And it's starting to see some signs here of strength. So overall, this local double bottom created in the last couple of months, I'm talking about 6 months here, looks very good, because you are flipping that resistance into support, getting some local bounces and finding really nice round formation after getting that breakout with some significant volume, which is already giving us that sign of strength for possibly come back up and test those highs here from November. Looks pretty good. It is getting a bit of move up here. It is getting a move up here already. Obviously, you want to try and long at lower levels. Be defensive. Longing right now, you get the deal, right? You might have thought that this was the long right there, moving up, and then you're moving down. These altcoins with technical analysis, they can be very, very tricky. You might get a pullback and then get the rally. Stay cautious. Obviously, getting close to that low, to the lows right there is your best option here to get supported from this zone. Longing right there, you come down, manage risk very well. If you think that you're going to miss the train, I talk about one strategy of risk management is like, if you usually risk 1% or 2% of a trading setup, going with half of what you usually risk. Say you go in with 1%, well then go in with 0.5%. If you are going to get that pullback and you're getting a momentum, you're getting a reaction, you can always add the rest of the position to lower your entry, and then obviously you got a much better entry, before you start moving up here, right, to your target zone. So if you feel that you're going to miss out, and you're feeling that FOMO, you want to FOMO in, this is going to pump and I'm going to miss out on it, risk less than what you usually risk, right? And obviously, if you get that pullback, just hold on into the drawdown. If you do maintain a little bit of structure, support right there, then obviously you can always add a little bit to the position, all right, and still maintain your stop loss, beneath these lows, managing your risk very well. You're targeting the highs and maybe even higher on this. So overall, it ain't looking too bad. So that is my take here on ICX, keeping it simple, just with the charts. My goodness, Zilliqa is lagging behind so much. I bought a bunch of spot Zilliqa here at the 2.2 cent level. I am up a bit, not as much as I want. I want to do a 2x on this potentially in the coming weeks, or maybe days. But this one also a great L1 project, not very much well known, but it will have its moment at some point. This will pump at some point. We'll be ready to take those profits. Legends, been here almost, I don't know how long I've been here. Thank you very much. Super chatos hermanos. Yes, gone through already the super chat. Guys, thank you very much. Moderators already here with all of the emojis possible. Thank you very much, Legends, for the insane support. Seb, Mark Dutch, Mariella, thank you from the bottom of my heart, Father Time, Aditya, for joining, helping out here with the channel. Legends, thank you very much. There's some very interesting projects. Okay, we got 0x, looking, it looks very, very nice. Looks very, very good. We've gone through 0x, possible pumpy action levels, inverted head and shoulder here on, stellar lumens, getting, squeezed here with higher lows. Expect some fireworks on stellar lumens. People are, losing focus. They're just on Solana, and a lot of them that are already pumping. And, some of these are just about to break out. Manage your risk very, very well with your trading, legends. Check out the links down below in the description if you want the greatest bonuses. Of course, you do have Bybit, Mexi, BingX. If you want to join the Legends community where we talk about possible setups every single day, you got Legends community as well, guys. Thank you very much. I see you there with that cheeky super chat at the very end when I'm saying goodbye. You cheeky little... Let's go right away. Anyway, let's go. Thanks for the super chat. BW Nasty 7. Thank you very much. Tet on Mexi just had a breakout layer 2 BTC. Yes, I know. I did take a look at this one, but what's this one? Tectum, yeah. Yes. This is one of Chico Crypto's. It's the I like Chico Crypto. I like his views on some coins, and I like how he explains on, he talks about, well, you probably, most of you know him already. Big YouTube. I like the fundamentals. I basically only follow some fundamental channels that talk about altcoins because it just it takes the time of the research, right? And I like him because he talks about, hey, this is doing this, it's partnered with this, this is coming in 2024, you take it from there. And he talked about this one, I think, was it yesterday or today or something, and it got a major rally. Of course, he has big influence, it's up over, 80% right away. What can I say on this? I think this is a relatively new coin. It hasn't been here, on the previous cycles, right? It's a relatively new coin from this year, and it's a low cap coin. L2, I mean, yeah, we've been screaming about Metis, that's done over a 5x already. Buying this one right now, it's just pumped very aggressively. It could continue the major rally, but it's just, I would not want to buy this here. I would really consider, a pullback down to $13, sorry. This double top is beautiful level for a retest and a back test. This comes down here, I would consider buying some of this crypto. Right now, no. Yeah, it kind of follow through, go to $20, $23, but it's just not it's getting choppy, a bit of FOMO. And if we do come down to this major level of resistance from the last few weeks at the $13, $14 range, I would then consider, this zone an extremely great buying opportunity. Not right now. Really not interested in this. Not interested. Anyway, thank you very much. Super Chatos. There's a super chat also left behind a long time ago. Singularity. Sorry. Let's take a look at that. Andy, can you take a look at XEC? It looks kind of ready. Okay. Sorry, Singularity. I'm going to take a look at that right away. Litecoin was checked. Yeah, super chats have been checked, guys. Okay, Litecoin, we got some other ones here. The only one is from Singularity X, a big follower from a long time ago. Let's go through that right away. XEC. This is an OG project. SEC. Oh no, eCash. Okay, let's take a look at eCash right away. eCash, US dollar. Ticker symbol here. Oh, we did take a look at this at some stage here. Yeah, it's kind of in the, it looks ready. You said it, you named it. It does look ready to break out from, you know, lower high structure. You are creating higher lows right there. Really nice, exhausting, you know, bottom formation. You are creating some nice higher lows during October, November. It looks ready. It really does. It's consolidating here with nice higher lows. I mean, this could be easily a kind of a 1-2-1-2 structure right there, and you're ready for a 3 breakout. It does look nice. I would I would easily say that the target zone here is the 4-5 level, and if it breaks through that drastically, I would go to the 6-4 level here. It looks pretty nice for the breakout. It's in a nice uptrend, getting ready, squeezed here. You know, this ain't gone parabolic. The moment you want to start stepping out a project is when you do this in a matter of 1 week or you know, or so, right? Give or take 1-2 weeks. The moment you start doing this, just like Metis, is the moment you want to take some profits. These ain't sustainable pumps, you know, they ain't sustainable pumps. They, you know, when you get a pump like this, you know, you're likely going to get a pretty drastic corrective move. But the moment you are growing here to this zone, it's just very bullish. This is very bullish. So it does look pretty good, to be honest. Okay, eCash looks relatively good here, just getting ready for kind of the breakout, right? It's getting some volume kicking in at the moment. It looks pretty good. It could see some pumpy action. It could see very much some pumpy action. Manage your risk very well. Let's take a look here. This is probably available on Bybit. You guys know the deal. Manage risk very well with these. It does look ready. Thank you very much, legends. I absolutely love you. Let's see if we do find some more altcoins. 0x might take a little bit of time, but 0x, oh my goodness, this does look very good. It looks very good, legends. It looks extremely good. There's many, you know, a few of the altcoins mentioned today. Okay, 0x protocol. We also have which ones else did we take a look at today? XLM. My goodness, XLM. We're going to wake up one morning, we're going to see XLM, you know, with a major pump of, you know, 40-50%. Legends. I love you. Mark Dirch, Mariella, Seb, Pac-Man. Thank you very much for joining. Rest of the moderators, rest of the community. Subscribe to the channel for more information, trading tips, possible nice altcoins to jump in to some major good opportunities. Thank you very much, and I'll see you tomorrow.